across the country, tackling the topics everyone is talking about online. Share, engage, and interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
Happy Friday, everybody. We finally made it to the weekend, closer to the first day of fall as well. Looking forward to that. I'm Suzanne Bruner, and you are watching Newsfeed Now. We're going to get a look at what's trending online. We know those videos on TikTok are always a hit. TikTok is that popular app. It's been very popular during the pandemic, but now many people just may not be able to download it anymore. The Commerce Department will ban people in the U.S. from downloading TikTok and WeChat on Sunday. Both apps, they're owned by Chinese company ByteDance. It's been in talks with Oracle and others to create a new company called TikTok Global. Now, they had hoped to address U.S. concerns about the security of users' data. ByteDance still needs President Trump's approval. The Commerce Department says the prohibitions from may be lifted later if national security risks by TikTok are resolved. The government will not penalize people who use TikTok or WeChat. We're going to have a video of that coming up a little bit later in the show, but we're going to move on now to a very sad update to the fires burning across the West. A firefighter has died in the El Dorado fire burning in Southern California. Officials haven't said much about the death other than it happened Thursday. It's still under investigation. Right now, more than 17,400 firefighters are on the front lines battling 36 major wildfires. Wow, look at that video there. Now, wildfires throughout Oregon have killed 8 people, left 12 more missing, and burned about 1 million acres. Smoke resulting from those fires have left much of the state dealing with very poor air quality. Lindsay Nadrich is taking a look at some of the damage in Marion County.
It started out as just another Labor Day in the town of Gates, but by nightfall, things had quickly changed. High winds knocked out the power, but Rebecca and Dick Knuckle had a generator, and the fire was across the river, so they weren't too worried.
And Richard says, oh, that's a long ways off. That fire's not going to cross the river. No. So we wait a few more hours.
But they almost waited too long. By 11 p.m., Rebecca says they still hadn't received an evacuation notice. Instead, it was a call from a friend that changed their minds.
I talked to another neighbor. He says, Pat and I are down the road. You know, it's bad. It's bad. You guys should leave.
On their way out of town, Rebecca says they noticed another neighbor of theirs hadn't left either. So she called and woke them up.
And she says, you might have saved our lives because we were sound asleep. And then when we woke up, we saw the glow of the fire across the river.
It's a good thing they left when they did. A friend of theirs took this video of what's left of their home.
Here's Dick Knuckle.
Oh, no.
Dick Knuckle's house is 910. It's gone. It's gone.
We have 4 acres, and yeah, it's all ashes now.
They haven't been able to see it in person, but she knows it will be hard.
I can't imagine walking and through the rubble and trying to imagine, okay, am I at the bedroom yet? Do I dig right here or what? But yeah, the things that hurt your heart is the gifts from people over the years. Okay, I wasn't going to cry.
Despite losing everything, Rebecca says they're doing okay. She's just thankful they all made it out safely.
Another disaster people are prepared to deal with is flash floods. Heavy rain started falling last night. It could trigger flash floods and dangerous debris flowing up and down the entire Cascades. We're talking about more and more fires burning in Oregon right now. So landslide and flash flood warnings are not uncommon during winter months, but they can be especially problematic for areas burned by wildfires. Moving on to the race for the White House. We are 7 weeks away from Election Day. Former Vice President Joe Biden appeared at a drive-in town hall in Pennsylvania Thursday. This was his first in-person town hall-like event since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and as a Democratic nominee.
Whole range of things we should have done. And I laid it out all the way back in March how we should do that. And the president has totally disregarded it. He continues to think that masks don't matter very much, although he says it, and then he has these large gatherings only with everybody around with no masks on, and it's extremely dangerous. And so there's a lot of people hurt.
Biden slammed President Trump on many other issues, with the president's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, even the handling of the comments, that is, from Attorney General William Barr, and how he compared COVID lockdowns to slavery. A Missouri man in the Army Reserves gave his kids the surprise of a lifetime this week. It was almost called off because of the pandemic, but the district and this family didn't let COVID-19 ruin all the fun. Here's Reagan Porter with more on this special reunion.
311 days.
That's how long it's been since Sergeant Kirby Carnes has held his wife and 3 kids. He thought, what's a few more seconds hiding behind a pillar to give them a homecoming to remember?
I have a question.
It's a surprise 4th grader Caden and kindergartner Kipton have wanted since Dad was deployed to Poland nearly a year ago.
I missed you, Dad. I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the words out without crying.
While Dad is serving his country,
Love you.
Okay.
Caden watches lots of videos of soldiers coming home.
Nothing can replace actually being with them.
Even through COVID restrictions, the Park Hill School District helped give Caden his own experience.
Love you, buddy.
Since it's been a long time, it feels really good for him to be home now.
The heartwarming moment here at the school wasn't the only thing Carnes had planned for his family. He showed up to their house early to surprise his wife and 2-year-old daughter.
Is that your daddy?
While Mom is happy to have her soldier back, the kids are soaking up some much-missed playtime.
Come here.
And they have big plans on the agenda with Dad.
I want to now on trampoline.
Jump on the trampoline? Okay, we'll do that then.
Carnes says all the hugs, love, and laughter make fighting for his country and family worth it.
I can't even put it into words, it's so great.
Reagan Porter, Fox 4, working for you.
Ah, gotta love those stories. Sergeant Carnes, thanks so much for your service. Baseball's Bronx Bombers made history last night. Get this, not only did they smash 6 home runs Tuesday and then 7 home runs on Wednesday in their series with the Toronto Blue Jays, but the New York Yankees swatted 6 more round trippers against the Jays Thursday. This was their season high 8th straight win. Now with those 6 home runs, the Yankees became the first team in Major League history to hit 6 or more home runs in 3 consecutive games. That is impressive. Before we go, looking to pass the time and have some fun during the pandemic, we have one freelance sports reporter in Michigan who joined TikTok just a couple of weeks ago. She had some ideas and she started to put some videos together. It's really, really funny if you haven't seen it. But now one video she made doing a parody on the Big Ten is actually taking social media by storm. Take a look here.
Okay, everyone, after a lot of time and consideration, the Big Ten has officially decided with this up. We're having football, guys. We're having football. We're having a season. Okay, I hadn't even said it yet, but okay, yes, we're having a season. But listen, there are certain things we can and cannot. Big Ten is back, baby! Hey, party at our place, 10 p.m., bring friends. Hey, bring friends, okay? Hey, go green! Go. You see that? Nope, that qualifies as what we're not gonna do. Hi, yeah, that 2020 undefeated season banner that we canceled, we'd like to reorder that. You're letting them get a banner. That's your concern right now. All this is going on. That's your concern. You know, statistically, this is a really bad idea. Statistically, you suck, so. Now, what is Nebraska's problem? Oh, they're still mad at you. Hey, I know. We should prank call the Pac-12. Nope, no. Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow would be great. Get it? Because they're not playing. I don't feel very good.
I love it. And you know what? There's more. We're going to bring in the person behind the video, Annie Agar. Annie, great to see you. Did you expect this kind of attention on social media?
Not at all, Suzanne. No, it was a big shock to me. You know, when I first did this, I kind of did it just as a way to pass time during quarantine. Obviously, we miss sports. You know, being in sports myself, I wanted a way to kind of bring back that rivalry and that excitement that we miss so much. And yeah, I just this idea kind of came to me. I put out the video and people loved it, so I was really happy about that.
What's so interesting is in the story, people were saying that you were only on TikTok for like a couple of weeks. So tell me, did you download it first, or did you have this idea and you're like, you know what, I'm going to join and put this video together? How did this all come about?
Yeah, great question. So, I kind of was on TikTok just for the fun of it. I'm sure as many other people my age were doing out there, and then never with the intent to put out any kind of content. And it came to me that was kind of a good platform to use for the videos that I had in mind. So, yeah, I took to it thinking maybe I'll put this video out there. It'll be an interesting little trial run, and it took off. So
I love it. I'm impressed by all the sports gear you have. Did you already have that in hand, or did you get on Amazon or whatever to get all that?
Right. Well, fun fact, actually, and I get asked that a lot. I made a lot of the shirts. So I had a couple, obviously, living in Big Ten territory, and then the other logos I didn't have or the gear I didn't have, I just printed it off and glued it to a shirt that matched the same color.
So creative, just like those videos. So you have 3 of them, right? Because you did one with the quarterbacks.
Right, yes. Yep, the most recent ones, yeah. There's the big one on the Big Ten, and then a couple other Big Ten ones that are just based off of things that happened with the conferences.
Look, your videos went viral, and I'm sure people who are watching are like, when is this next one coming out, and what's it about? So you got to tell us.
Oh, that's a great question. Somebody asked me that when I did the first one, and I said, I'm not going to push anything out there if a storyline comes to mind, and I feel like, there's something to be said there, there's a joke to be made, then I'll come up with it. And the same kind of applies here. I'm at the mercy of the Big Ten and of football season, and whatever, happens there, drama-wise or humor-wise, I'll be there with the video.
March Madness is, it's coming around. It's around the corner, so I think you got another idea there.
That's the good thing about sports. There's always content to be used.
Absolutely. Annie, great chatting with you. Those videos are so funny. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, you know what? I think that's the perfect note to end our Friday show. Thanks so much for joining us here on Newsfeed Now. Have a great weekend, everyone.